Shalom from Israel, dear family and friends, and we're looking at the promises of God. We're in the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 22, and just about the whole chapter you can put a frame around. All of chapter 22 really is a promise of the Davidic house and of God's bringing redemption to the world, forgiveness of sins through faith in the blood of the Messiah, through the house of David and through the house of Israel. We left off in verse 45, but really the first 44 verses, mark them all. And then mark it all the way to the end of the chapter, verse 51. Verse 45, strangers shall submit unto me. As soon as they hear, they shall be obedient unto me. And of course, this is a prediction of someday all the nations are going to come and are going to support the salvation taught by the house of Israel. And they're going to worship Israel's God. And they're going to serve the Lord our God and David, their king. Strangers shall submit themselves unto me. As soon as they hear, they shall be obedient unto me. 46, strangers shall fade away, and they shall be afraid out of their close places. 47, the Lord Yahweh liveth, and blessed be my rock, and exalted be the God of the rock of my salvation. 48, it is God, Elohim, that avengeth me, and that bringeth down the people under me. 49, and that bringeth me forth from mine enemies. Thou also hast lifted me up on high above them that rose up against me. Thou hast delivered me from the violent man. 50, therefore I will give thanks unto thee, O Lord Yahweh, among the heathen, and I will sing praises unto thy name. 51, he is the tower of salvation for his king, and showeth mercy to his anointed, unto David, and to his seed forevermore. Amen. In verse 1 through 5 of chapter 23, it continues. Just put all the way around, 1 through 5. Now these be the last words of David. David, the son of Jesse, said, and the man who was raised up on high, the anointed, that word there is Mashiach, Messiah, the anointed of the God of Jacob, and the sweet psalmist of Israel, said, the Spirit of the Lord Yahweh spake by me, and his word was in my tongue. The God of Israel said, the rock of Israel spake to me. He that ruleth over men must be just, ruling in the fear of God. Verse 4, and he shall be as the light of the morning, when the sun rises, even a morning without clouds. As the tender grass springing out of the earth, by clear shining after rain. Verse 5, although my house be not so with God, yet he hath made with me an everlasting covenant. That's in Hebrew there, that's Brit Olam, an eternal covenant, an eternal agreement. An everlasting covenant, ordered in all things and sure. For this is all my salvation and all my desire, although he make it not to grow. And we see here, he's talking about the salvation that's going to come through the Son of David, ultimately the Messiah. In 1 Kings chapter 6, let's turn to 1 Kings chapter 6. We see here the continuation of God's promise and God's blessing being proclaimed upon the house of David through Solomon. 1 Kings 6, verse 11 through 13. Let's go ahead and mark 11 through 13 there. And the word of the Lord Yahweh came to Solomon, saying, Solomon in Hebrew is Shalom, Shlomo, his peace. The word of the Lord came to Solomon, saying, concerning this house, which thou art in building, if thou wilt walk in my statutes and execute my judgments and keep all my commandments to walk in them, then I will perform my word with thee, which I spake unto David thy father. And I will dwell among the children of Israel, and I will not forsake my people Israel. Amen and amen. God is a covenant-keeping God. You can know that he's going to keep his promises to you because he keeps his promises to Israel and the house of David and Solomon. In 1 Kings chapter 8, let's mark verses 56 to the end of the chapter. To verse 61, 56 to 61. Blessed be the Lord Yahweh, that hath given rest unto his people Israel, according to all that he promised. There hath not failed one word of all his good promise, which he promised by the hand of Moses, his servant. 57. The Lord Yahweh our God, our Elohim, be with us, as he was with our fathers. Let him not leave us, nor forsake us. 58. That he may incline our hearts unto him, to walk in his ways, and to keep his commandments, and his statutes, and his judgments, which he commanded our fathers. 59. And let these my words, wherewith I have made supplication before the Lord Yahweh, be nigh unto the Lord Yahweh, our God, our Elohim, day and night, that he maintain the cause of his servant and the cause of his people Israel at all times, as the matter shall require. The cause of his people Israel is the salvation of the world, is reconciliation of Jew and Gentile together, bond and free, male and female, in unity and in forgiveness by the blood of the Lamb, the Messiah. Verse 60, that all the people of the earth may know that the Lord Yahweh is God. He is Elohim. And that there is none else. Amen. Verse 61, let your heart therefore be perfect with the Lord our God, Yahweh our Elohim, to walk in his statutes and to keep his commandments as at this day. Amen and amen. Mark these scriptures. Learn these scriptures. Learn these promises. Share the promises. God bless you. May the Lord prosper what you do, especially as you make efforts to share these promises with other people. The Lord bless you and keep you and make his face shine upon you. God bless you and shalom from Israel.